Okay, Travels with Lucky here. We're off on an adventure. You remember a couple weeks ago, we were up here looking for the Bitterroot? Okay, so we are up in the Tobacco Root Mountains. Let me just show you a little bit of the surroundings here, and then we'll all go off and see if we can find those Bitterroots. I just saw Mike and Lucky drive on by. I'm gonna walk, see what I can see. Okay, so here we are. A couple weeks ago, we were up here looking for the Bitterroots, and they were just sprouting. There's Mike and Lucky up there. I'm gonna walk up there and check along the way. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can see anything along the way here. Lots of wildflowers should be coming out. We've had so much rain here in Montana, and now that we've got some sun, it's a nice sunny day. Those flowers should be mighty happy. Can you see those mountains way over there? Well, here, let me flip this around. Okay, so way off in the distance, right there. All right, just to give you a little sense of where we're at, that's looking toward Butte. North is that way. All right. And we have some wildflowers. Let me check and see what those are. So in a little while after we check over there for the Bitterroots, we're gonna drive on up in through there. If you ever watch Mountain Man, there's a cat hunter out of Sheridan, and he goes back up in this area. So we actually went up over in through there, and we saw some really interesting caves, and I got some good close-up shots of those. So after I finish looking for these flax, we'll take you on up over that area right there where I'm pointing, and it's beautiful. But for right now, you're gonna have to bear with me as we look for wildflowers. So here we got quite a lot. Just to let you know, I am prepared. I wore my snake boots, my leather boots, because there are rattlesnakes up in here. All right, so these are coming out from this fern. They look kind of like a yarrow. There are a lot of prickly pear cactus up here, believe it or not. This is a high desert mountain area. There's an ant or something crawling around in here. Look at that. Beautiful. There he is. Yeah. Here we got some more of those purple ones. Still got a ways to go, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find some bitterroots. I hope they're in bloom. That would be nice. That's Montana's state flower. The name actually came from Lewis and Clark. I suppose that when they were up here on this hillside, they came across them, and I haven't never tasted them, so they probably have bitterroots. I'm definitely heading up that way. We'll just march right on up along there. You can kind of enjoy the walk with me. Yeah, so that's the road I want to follow, and we'll go do that next. Okay, I'm looking all over and I'm not seeing any bitterroots. Well, it was pretty enough, and took a hike up to the top there. I didn't see any up on the top there, and then when I got back, oh, there's Lucky. He's just kind of waiting. It was pretty hot for him, actually, so he's just kind of hanging out there by his Jeep. And then I let him in, so I hiked up to the top there. I saw lots of really beautiful flowers, wildflowers. A lot of them are coming on really strong. These rocks are really cool, the granite rocks. So I hiked up there pretty quickly, looked around a little bit, didn't really see. I'll speed this up a little bit. But look at how blue that sky is. Oh my gosh, it's a really gorgeous day. So then when I got back down, good old Mike and his spotting eyes showed me, you'll never guess. Yep. Nice. Our first bitterroot. They're getting about ready to bloom. These aren't very big, just to give you an idea. See, they're pretty small, but they're everywhere. Okay, so we came to the end of that road. I'm not sure how much farther we're going to go, but I thought I'd better stop and show you some of these great views and give you a little sense of where we are in the world. All right, I'm going to point out where down in there is runs the Jefferson River. And Silver Star, Montana would be down in that area. That's Highway 287 over there. Some great cliffs over in there. And it looks like way back in there is a cave entrance. See how far I can zoom in. Getting a little shaky. I'm going to stabilize myself. So there's Lucky heading up the hill to see what Mike's up to. And then back to a perspective of where we are. For anybody who knows where Butte, Montana is, it is straight that way on the other side of the Highland Mountains. So I'm pretty sure those cliffs up ahead is where the cat hunter's been. I remember those cliffs in a couple episodes. Some old barbed wire. Actually, there's quite a lot of it around. Flax. Okay, I got my camera steadied, and right up there, Mike spotted a cave in there, so I'm going to see how well I can zoom up in there. Big camp country in here. That's why they do those. But the Mountain Man comes over here a lot. Yeah, wow, look at that. Could be a cave. You never know. Go scan these other rocks while I'm zoomed in. Kind of interesting when you do these zoomed up shots and then you go back to look at them. Sometimes you might see some animal peeking out looking at you, which you couldn't see with the naked eye. So there's one there, back in there, and back in there. Well, it's a nice enough day. Let's go check them out. Wow. This has been down for a long time. Nothing much around here. This was a pretty good sized structure over here. Oh yeah, they even have a nice rock foundation for this one. Huh. Well, it can't be that old because those aren't even square nails. That's interesting. So, seeing all those nails, I'm going to be super cautious. Walk around it here a little bit. Ooh, I bet you the rabbits love it in there. Oh, look at this nice foundation. Oh, man. Oh, I love those rocks. Jeez. Yeah. Living here 100 years ago, I'm sure was interesting, but not what we would call fun. So, I better go check down in there. So yeah, it looks like there's a game trail here. I can head down that way. See what we can find. Oh, I have a walking stick. Ooh, yeah, there's some remnants of garbage. Oh yeah. Well, who doesn't like to look at old dump sites from 150 years ago? Bear with me while I make it down this steep slope. Look at that. Kinds of old pottery, glass. Well, I'm sure this has been picked over, and I'm not really gonna sort through that too much, but it is kind of fun to, you can get an idea of the year, yeah. So that's like 1900s, 20ish pottery or dinnerware, which they so pridefully brought over from the east when they filled up their wagon trains. This is a little interesting. Let's see. Huh. Well, that's kind of interesting. Some kind of valve. Well, I'm sure somebody watching knows what this is. I think it's funny because all you can see. Okay, so that. Oh. Meat. Weird. There's got to be more words. Out. Huh. Well, we'll just leave it. Somebody else can discover it. This is a nice, cool place on a hot summer day. Okay. All right. I'm just going to walk her along this ridge a little bit and see if I can spot anything else down in there. I'm sure there's got to be more something for that big structure. Oh yeah. So right in there looks like where they were doing some more serious digging. Right now, up way back over there, there is an actual working mine. I don't know what they're mining up there, but of course these so it's always kind of a shock when you come up above and you start to get your bearings by the shape of the mountains. Okay. Sounds like my crow friends are here. Remember that other video? They were circling all around me. Okay, onward. Let's check out this rock pile. And I definitely am not moving any rocks around. But we'll walk by it. Yeah, that would be an interesting place down in there to check for gold caught maybe in some of the pockets. You never know. So I'm gonna head up to those tailings. We'll see what's going on, how much mining they actually did do around here. Okay, so you can see all the different patches where they were mining along this hillside. And then I told you there was a operating mine right now, and that sits way up there. So this is much newer mining, most likely during the Depression when people were trying to eke out a living. They came up here and tried to do some mining. I don't have any history. I don't know what they found or the results, but I'll show you up here in a little bit where they were checking out into the hills there. If you hear me huffing and puffing, it's because, well, it was a long, cold winter. I really didn't get a lot of exercise. And I can tell right now, pretty out of shape. Got to get my mountain legs on. Oh wow, this is pretty. Show you the ground here. Show you the ground here. Oh, look what I found. Anybody know what those are? You want me to tell you? I'll tell you. Indian paintbrush. Those are going to be bright orange once they pop up. Okay, I'm pretty close now. Well, there's some bones. Probably part of an elk. Oh, there it is. They probably got it all capped off from whatever they were doing. I see one of their cement structures there where they probably had their hoist set up. See that back in there? Not much else to see up here really, except the beauty, which is all I'm really after. The wildflowers. You know, that was the original main thing. See if we could find the bitterroots, which, how about that? We did find one. All right, so that's probably, could be an original corner stake. Hard to tell. That's at the top of this area. Go down. Along here, I suppose, I would say maybe 50 yards to that. So if I were to look around, I might find the other corner. Yeah, they're showing the other here. There's another, I don't know if I'm pointing to it properly right there. You can see those spots on the hillside where the dirt's cut away. So that's where some of the mining was done. Well, the best I can hope for now is that my ride is on the other side of this ridge. Speaking of ridges, there's the ridge that would have caught the attention of the miners. So they would have seen that outcropping and known there was something good back in there. Well, I hope you enjoyed this adventure with Travels with Lucky. And of course, on our way out, my snake fear came to fruition. Yep, there it was, slithering on into the bush there. Well, there we are, Travels with Lucky. Click that like button if you enjoyed, and be sure to subscribe for our next adventure. Thanks for watching.